People think if you're old and you get it, you die. And if you're young and you get it, you get better. And the bottom line case is that is not necessarily true. There are hundreds of thousands of people in the middle who got it and are still suffering like myself and will have, according to my doctors, residual problems, perhaps for life.
You know this man. Honestly, you really do. It's Peter Tuchman, the face of the New York Stock Exchange. He's the most photographed trader on the floor, and today he's a long hauler, the term given to people whose COVID symptoms drag on and on.
I kept getting sicker and sicker and sicker. I lost taste buds and smell. My skin started to hurt really badly. I felt like just I was being stabbed.
Doctors at Mount Sinai Hospital in New York have noticed the long haulers trend and set up a centre for post-COVID care. Dr. Dana McCarthy is one of those behind the centre.
Patients were going to doctors, right? They were going to repeat visits to the emergency department. They were being told, you're fine. Everything's fine. Yet they felt absolutely terrible.
This is Mount Sinai's downtown Manhattan location, where patients with long-term COVID-19 issues can present their symptoms. There's a two-prong approach here. One, to make them better, and two, research, to find out what COVID-19 really is all about.
It's a very difficult and vulnerable time to have to sit in my chair and say, I don't know, right? Because that's not what we're trained. We're trained to help. We're trained to fix problems.
Julie Kroon knows what it's like to face a doctor who can't be sure how to treat her COVID symptoms. Loss of taste and smell, headaches, and exhaustion so bad that even watching television is sometimes impossible.
It has impacted my life so tremendously in such a negative way, and I just want more people to understand what it's like.
She's back at home with mum and dad for now and says online support groups like Body Politic have been a big help in coping.
It helps, for me at least, feel like I'm not going crazy. I'm not losing my mind, that these symptoms are real. There are other people who are experiencing them. There are people who have advice on how to manage them, how to find some improvement.
Back in New York, Dr. McCarthy agrees with the sentiments expressed by both Peter and Julie that more of us are vulnerable to COVID than originally thought.
Younger people need to understand that this can be a life-altering illness for them as well. And prevention is key.
And what about the star trader at the New York Stock Exchange, for whom complications from COVID meant he's just had major surgery on his neck? Will we see him back on form, laughing and joking with the others on the trading floor anytime soon?
Nothing's going to change me. You can see I can barely talk, but I'm still, a sort of adrenaline-driven, fun-loving guy. So that's never, the only thing I was happy was that it really didn't kill me, because that really would have ruined my day.
John Terrett, CGTN, New York.